Please don't forget to subscribe and like.
Alright, so welcome back to our new episode. Alright, so this is episode number 2. Okay, so this is your boy Donix FXC. Okay, so once again we come back to the second episode. Last time we last talked about what currencies are being traded. Alright, so this is our second episode concerning the Forex basics. Okay, so today we're going to talk about basically 4 things. Alright, so before we continue with our episode number 2, kindly don't forget to subscribe, because the more you subscribe, the more content I'll be giving you. Okay, because it's a free, so don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so today, as I said, we'll talk about only 4 things. Number 1 is when can currencies be traded? Alright. Then secondly, why trade foreign currencies? Then another one is what tools do I need to start trading Forex? Then lastly, what does it cost to trade Forex? So I'm going to go through basically these 4 things. Okay, so what you can do, kindly get out your notebook and a pen. Then as I'm going to be talking, then you'll be writing everything down. Okay, then those who can't get my voice well, or because I might be very fast, you can try to note it down or rewind back my videos. Okay, so let's begin with when can currencies be traded? Alright, so as you know, the Forex market is unique, within the whole world. Okay, and it's like a super, a super world might, where the market is ever open, like for 24 hours. Okay, 24 hours a day. So at any time, like someone around the world can be trading. Okay, so it's ever open like any other businesses. Okay, so it's ever open 24 hours. Okay, so you find that big banks, ever trading, and institutions. Okay, then like also exchange currencies, every hour of the day and night you can be trading, apart from weekend, because market's open for 5 days. Okay, 5 days, the first market for 5 days a week, then 24 hours operating. Okay, so you cannot trade during Sunday and Saturday. Right, so 2 days no trading, Sunday and Saturday. You can never be trading the Forex market because people normally in holidays. Then unlike those who are trading cryptocurrencies, like you find that PTC is operating. So but for us, the Forex market industry, no trading during the weekend hours, so we don't. At least it's time for resting. You have to relax and backtest whatever, whether you have been in losses or profits, then try to backtest everything you have been doing. Okay, so as already you're done knowing when can currency be traded. So you know that 24 hours a day, 5 days operating days, 2 days, 2 days in a weekend, Saturday and Sunday, of no trading. Okay, so and also there is what you have to know. So each currency, just know we do trade is what we call the time zones, right? So we trade basically basing on the time zones. Okay, we have sessions, like we have 4 sessions. Okay, number 1 is we have London session, and we have a New York session, we have Tokyo, and we have Sydney. So probably each session it has its opening hours and closing hours. So probably what you can do, you can go and get you go to Play Store, download the Forex market session, then you'll be updated with each session, its opening and closing time. And probably there's what we call a GMT time, that's global market time. So each session session has its opening time. So basing in a country where you are, because each country has its own GMT time. Okay, so you have to set it in basing in the country where you are in. Okay, so like for me, the London opens around 11 a.m. in the morning. Then closing time, it closes at 7 p.m. in the evening. Then the New York session, so it overlaps the London session from 4:30. Then it closes at 1. Okay, it opens at 4:30 p.m. It closes around at 1 a.m. Okay, that is midnight now. So as you're approaching the next day, right? So those are the most common sessions. Then those remain Tokyo and Sydney. So they come okay, keep on coming as on, right? So don't forget. So you can go and download the Forex market session, okay, on the Play Store. Then you'll be updated about that. Right. So our secondly point is why trade foreign currencies. Okay, so that's actually our second point, like why trade forex foreign currencies. So you have to know that why do you trade, because like you have to be having purpose why you're trading, not just trading anyhowly. Okay, so just know there are very many benefits and advantages of trading forex. Okay, and so I'm just going to give you some few reasons why so many people are trading or are choosing this market. Okay, so as any other beginner, before you jump into forex market, you have to know these few key points before you jump into the market. Okay, you have to know the market when it's opening and why you're trading it. See, so let me give you basically there are only 8 reasons why you trade currencies. Okay, so our number one point is under forex currencies. Why you trade foreign currencies? There's no commission. Okay, so we have no clearing fees. Okay, there's no clearing fees, no exchange fees. Okay, no government fee. Okay, no brokerage fee. Like brokers. Okay, what I mean by brokers, like brokers, okay, they are compensated for their services through something called is what we call bid, ask, and spread. All right. So as you know, in the forex industry, when you say no commission, for example, like they don't charge us. Okay, so there's no clearing fee, like even let me say no government fee. Actually, like government has no authority over it. Okay, so everything's okay. Okay, so you have to know that. That's the good thing with why you trade foreign currencies. You see, because there's no commission like in other businesses. So there's ever commission. You see, so for you before doing any other business like beside forex, so normally they tell you commission fee. You have to pay commission fee, but here it's unlike, there's nothing, you don't pay. Okay, so then our third point is nomi domain, right? So we have nomi domain. Okay, nomi domain. So what I mean by nomi domain, you see, like the spot currency trading eliminates the middleman. Okay, and also allows you to trade directly with the market. Okay, responsible for the pricing on the particular currency pair. You see, so for us here in forex, we have no middleman like any other businesses. Like for example, if you want to buy a land, okay, if you want to buy a land, so you are the buyer, all right. So for you to access that land or to be yours, like you have to go through someone. Okay, you have to get someone who knows particular land, where it's located, and I know its price. Okay, so everything like that. So you go through a middleman, who would you call a broker? You see that? So we don't have a middleman. Okay, so ours, like first of all, like it's it's just you trading with the market. Okay, it's you trading directly with the market. Okay, so there's not any other middleman there. All right, so let me hope you have understood that. So our point number 2, you have known it. Point number 1 was no commission. Secondly, no middleman. All right. Okay, so thirdly, no fixed lot size. I know, okay, like many of you will like be confused. What do you mean by by lot size, no fixed lot size? Okay, so just know that in forex market, like is what we call lot or contract sizes. Okay, so depending on what you're trading, like also we have very many things we're trading, futures, stocks, many. Okay, so each of them has what we call lot sizes. Okay, yes, so like a lot size, okay, it allows you, okay, it gives you profit, right? A lot size is like a number. So any number you put in, for example, let's say from 1 to 100. So if you put in 1, then it's something you get, you add in 2. Okay, so the profit keeps on accumulating. You see, so for us in the forex industry, we have our minimum lot size, which is 0.01. 0.01 is the minimum lot size. Okay, so depending on your account. Okay, so if you put in 0.02, okay, let's say you put in 0.01 as the minimum one, and you have to make like $1. Okay, then if you increase in 0.02, probably the profit you have make in a 0.01 lot size, it's a bit different with the one of 0.02. So those are what we call lot sizes. So they are numbers, okay, which you put in the market, so for it to accumulate more profits. All right, so let me hope you have understood that. Okay, so that's our point number 3. Okay, so let me hope you understood that. So then number 4, it is point number 4 under the foreign why you trade foreign currencies. So point number 4, it is low transaction costs. Okay, so the retail transaction cost, okay, let's say the bid, ask and spread. So you'll know those terms, bid, ask and spread, as we continue with our episode. Okay, so if I say bid means a bid is for selling, then ask is for buying. All right, so the retail transaction cost for buying and selling is typically less than 0.1%. Okay, under the normal market conditions. So at larger dealers, the spread could be as low as 0.7%. Yeah, of course. So this depends on the leverage. Okay, and I'll explain that as we continue later on, right? So you know that. So leverage, what's the meaning of leverage? Okay, so you know all that. That means like we have low transaction cost. Like for example, okay, in simple term, there's less. For example, there's less fee. Okay, less for example, if you're trading, so they normally just deduct you something small. Okay, very small. Okay, just even if it's in decimals. Okay, so it's just it is a cent. Okay, it's a cent. All right, it's a cent, not something very much as you think. Okay, so I hope you have understood that. So that's our point number what? That's our point number 4, right? Then in number 5 is a 24-hour market. Okay, so what I mean by that, I just know there is no waiting. There's no waiting for the opening bell. Okay, so let's say if a market has closed from those 5 days, so we have Sunday, just know, so from Sunday evening to Friday afternoon. So the forex market never sleeps. Okay, so after you come in from the weekend, okay, so just know that the forex market never sleeps. Okay, so that's something so awesome. Okay, and as you know, like that's what most people they want. Okay, that's really so awesome for those like want to trade on a part-time basis, because you can choose when you want to trade. Okay, whether morning, noon, or night. Probably that's always from Monday to Friday. Okay, So just know we're having types of traders. So you all know that as we continue with our episode. Okay, so 24-hour market, as I told you before, 5 days a day, 5 days a week, then is consistently. So there are those who trade in the morning, those who trade in the noon, and then also those who trade in the night. So they are there, right? So you have to know that. Okay, then number six point is no one can corner the market. Okay, no one can corner the market. What do I mean by cornering market? So the foreign exchange market is so huge, okay, and so many participants has a single entity. Okay, not even central bank can control the market price for an extended period of time. So in simple terms, like no one has control by the market. Okay, no one has control of the market, not anyone. Okay, so it's just you just enter freely, you trade, after you finishing, get out of the market. So there's no one can corner the market, no one has control over the market. Okay, so just know that. All right, and then our next point is leverage. Okay, so I told you there are 8, right? So we have leverage. So I think now already, I spoke about there's something I told about when I'm explaining a low transaction cost. Okay, I said leverage. I'm going to talk about it later on. So we're now in leverage. So then here, kindly put attention in this leverage because it's very, very, very important. And as you're in the Forex market, as you're trading, probably you face this. Okay, so in Forex trading, a small margin cost or a small margin deposit, can control a large total contract. Same time as keep risk capital to a minimum. All right. So let's say, for example, a Forex broker offers you 200, to 1 leverage, which means that a $50 margin deposit would enable you or would enable a trader to buy or sell a $10,000 worth of currencies. So similarly, with the $5 accounts, without proper risk management, the high degree of leverage can lead to a large losses as well as gains. In simple terms, leverage, it's a borrowed money, given to you by a broker, right? So it's a borrowed money given to you by a broker. Okay, so meaning you can grow a small account to a bigger account. Okay, that's a leverage. So there are many leverages, so you can set in leverage, because also just know that the higher leverage, also it's the higher risky. Okay, and also it's a same time, the more leverage also, so the more profits you benefit or you get out of the market. And also, so it's a vice versa. There's a profit, and also same time there's what you call losing. So you have to be careful enough. You have to make sure you encourage risk management in your trade. Okay, so you have to be aware that if you put in more leverage on this small account, for example, like you're trading something like a $50 account, all right, and you're putting in leverage of like 1 to 1,000, 1 to 2,000, so probably you're putting that account at a risk. So though you can get a crazy amount of money, but here we are aiming at a long run, okay, not a short run. All right. So okay, so as I say that the higher leverage is a bit higher risky, right? So be careful for that for those who are beginners. Okay, then another point is high liquidity. High liquidity. So because the Forex market is so numerous, so it's so extremely liquid. Okay, it's liquidated. Okay, so this means under normal market conditions, so if you instantly, you can buy and sell, okay, at wells. Okay, so you have to be a bit careful about this. Market is so liquidated. Okay, so you can even set in your online trading platform to automatically, for example, like, okay, if you want it to close for you, the profits can close for you. Then also same time, like if you're running out of losses, okay, so there's what we call a stop loss order. So it's ever there. Okay, so that means it's automatically there for you. Like if your trade is going against you, all right, so you have to know that the high liquidity, so market can also turn against you. You can, for example, if you're making profits, like for example, it can close for you automatically. And also if you're running into losses, you can do at the same time close for you, right? So you have to know that. All right, so then another point is a free demo account. Okay, there's a free demo account, news, chat, and analysis. Most online forex brokers, they offer you a demo account. So then, okay, demo account, it's good for practicing. Okay, so you practice there how to trade. Okay, so along with breaking forex news, chat services, all that, they're all for free. Okay, so these are very, 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 very valuable sources. Okay, so it is very for those though you're poor or what, so you can, it's really good for you. And also those the so-called the smart traders. Okay, so who like to to hone their trading skills. You see, so that means you have to practice through the demo until you perfect yourself before going onto the live account. Okay, so it's something very good, because also then you know how to risk your money. Okay, you learn how to risk up your money. So before jumping into the real account, you have to know, you have to get a strategy which works for you very well. Okay, so it's something very good for everyone. Okay, so then our next point is mini and micro trading. So like as a trader, you think that for you to begin trading, like you have to require some big amount of money, like $1,000, $2,000, or 10,000, but it's not like that. So because each trader, you can trade with a small amount of money, because depending on your pocket, though you're poor or what, so you can begin with any amount of money, like for example 10 or 50 USD. Okay, so as long as you can trade it carefully and without blowing it, so it varies, it favors everyone, though the rich and the poorer. So you have to know that. That's why we call it a mini and micro trading. Okay, so then lastly, our last but not least, our point is that we have another one. What tools do I need to start trading forex? Okay, that's now our third point. What tools do I need to start to trade forex trading? Because most people, okay, they think that you have to be having bulky of things for you to start trading forex. It's not like that. Okay, yeah. So this last point of ours, okay, what tools do I need to start trading forex? So, for example, what you need only your computer, okay, the computer or your smartphone, then with a huge speed internet connection as well. Okay, so then the necessary information, for example, like concerning the trading, if you know already, you have your skill, so nothing remaining for you. You can begin trading very well on your smartphone, on your computer, alongside with your internet connection so strong, there you can trade very well. Okay, then what does it cost to trade forex? Okay, so what does it cost to trade forex? Actually, there's nothing much. So there's nothing much required for you to begin, to trade forex. Okay, so as I said, well, that any small amount of money can begin with. Okay, not that you have to get like quality of much money, like $10,000, 1,000. You can begin with any amount of money you have. Okay, as long as you can manage it very well. And also, never trade using the borrowed money. That's, I think, it's a curse, because you might get a borrowed money from someone, then you end up blowing it. So Normally be careful. So before using the real amount of money, so first learn the skill, because knowledge is the power. Okay, before you getting the money, even like you won't be having money. Not that, and that's what the one thing you have to know. Not that everyone has money. Okay, so there are those who come up with a zero USD, even a cent. Okay, but he or she first learns the skill. Okay, then after the skill or the knowledge you have, probably the money will come later on, because you can't fail to get the money after you having the skill. Even you can be having your skill for more than years, then by the time you get your capital, probably you can begin trading with that. So it's something really good. So today our lesson, is our second episode. Okay, so let's meet next week in our next episode, episode number 3. So today is only 4 things to talk about: when can currency be traded, why trade forex currencies, and probably what tools do I need to start forex trading, then what does it cost to trade forex. So those are the 4 key points for the beginners. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe, like, because the more content, the more you like, the more content I begin giving you, because it is something for free. Okay, it's for free for the beginners. All right, so see you next time. Just know, as long as you began trading, there's no looking back. Okay, because success begins with you. So every time, and then keep on creating something new in your life.